Hello, folks. It's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the Signature Mike Show.
Hi, Suzanne Lilly Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. We truly appreciate the opportunities we've had to work in so many homes over the years. And now we want to invite you to our showroom to discover why we are the company that friends recommend. Our quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the tremendous skill set of our technicians is what has made Hardwood Floors & More the most trusted locally owned business for over 30 years. Hardwood Floors & More, so much more in store for you.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Second City Distillery. Hey guys, no, it's not the Laverne and Shirley Show. It's the Signature Mike Show. And tonight we're filming at Second City Distillery. Come on in.
Look, I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that, turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
We all go to a nice restaurant or we go to a club. I'm here at Second City Distillery, and you know they have those little nice candles and flowers on the table. Let me show you a few tricks so you can make some nice little arrangements around your house. Maybe for your dining room table if you want something small and intimate. Maybe a powder room, or you have a guest coming and you want something on a nightstand. But let me show you a few things. You know, you can put a simple candle in a canister. Pretty boring, right? Let me bougie this up for you. I'm taking some test tubes, just some regular little test tubes, and I am hot gluing them around the base of this big glass container. I've already glued some on, as you can see, so I'm just going around the entire perimeter around. And let's see, I have 2 more. You could do this seasonally. You could do this with fresh flowers. You could fill these little test tubes up with water and do little fresh flowers in there. Let's put our candle in here, like so. And I'm just going to take some green that I found. And let me teach you something. When you buy something like this, don't consider using it as it is. Take your little snips and snip these things apart and use them as you'd like. So I'm going to take these individually. I want this to be pretty clean and generic and just green. So I'm placing some green down. Let me snip this off so we don't have a big stem going down there. And I'd say I'm just going every other one. You don't have to place something in every one. You could do something like this in every one and then skip out and do a real flower. You could do a fake plastic or silk flower if it looks real. You know, we don't want to use those cheap looking flowers. We're talking about bougie on a budget, so it's got to be, you got to have some bougie to it. But I'm just doing these little greens around here like this, but you can see where I'm going. Just like that. And you know, when we light this candle, look how nice and fresh that is on a table. And again, maybe add some colored flowers, some real flowers, put a little water in the test tubes, but that's super nice. I'm going to show you a trick of the trade here. I'm going to put some flowers in a glass container, but you know, when you put flowers in here, you don't want to see the cut stems all the time. So I ravaged through my yard this morning, and this is from a banana leaf, a banana palm. So I'm going to take this, and all I want is the green of it. I'm going to cut the stem off, and I have the green. It's wide enough, I'm going to cut it right down the middle. I'm going to take the outside of the leaf and I'm going to place it around the container like that. I'm going to take the other half and do the other side. So you can see what I've done there. In doing this, you're not going to see any of these flowers that I'm going to put in here. I see a lot of people, they'll buy flowers at the grocery store and they'll take them home and they'll plop them in a vase. We got to play with it a little bit more. First of all, I need them shorter, so we're going to clip them down. I want them the good height. Maybe I need to cut a little bit more. Maybe cut a little bit at a time, because you can never put back, right? So I love these, this arrangement. They had some really pretty colors. but we're going to fill this up. Of course, you're going to want to put water in there. But I'm just trying to show you how to make a lovely little arrangement, something that you might buy at an expensive florist. But look at this lovely arrangement that we have. And we don't see the stems. We have plenty of nice green. I have something tall here on the end. We might want the tall more in the center. But as you turn it around, no matter which way you look at it, you see nothing. You don't see the stems. You see nothing but the green. So that's really nice. I'm going to make a taller arrangement now. And one thing I want to show you is some things that you can add. Again, we don't want to cut too much. I could certainly I found these in the yard this morning. I don't know what kind of plant this is, but I could certainly use these to hide my stems if I'd like. And we could use several of these. Sometimes I've seen some longer, wider leaves, and then you need less. But if we have smaller leaves, we can just add several. And you might want to start putting your flowers in first before we add the leaves, so you have something to hold them against. Something else I want to show you after we get the flowers in, and this is something you see with some of those more expensive arrangements. You know, sometimes you see those layered looks where you see colors graduating. You don't see, again, you just don't see a lot of flowers plopped into a vase. So let's say we start there. Let me put a few more of these leaves around because I don't want to see the stems. And you want to put the outside of the leaf at the vase. So that's what we're seeing. But again, you can see where I'm going with this. But we have those flowers. I found these were sold separately, these green. I'm not a florist, so I don't know the names of these things, but I just like the colors of them. So I'm gonna place these around the very perimeter. So we're creating some color blocking. We're not just gonna mix these all in. And I feel like this is an upscale look. This is what we're seeing with some really high-end florists around town. And these arrangements can get very, very expensive. But I'm going to place those around. You can kind of see where I'm going with that as well. And I would just continue around. The key is you can certainly buy your flowers from your grocer or from a vendor, street vendor. Sometimes at these markets we have some great florists. But don't just plop them in the vase. Have a little fun with it and add a little green. Use your imagination and use some things in your yard. I have one more thing I forgot. I have this great papyrus in my yard that grows kind of wild. And look, if you add something like this, look at the height that you can get with something like that. You want to do sets of 3. So we want these maybe at different heights like this. I feel like that's as high as I need to go, so let's do the last one just a little shorter. But look around your yard, like I did with the green leaves, like I did with the papyrus, but look at these lovely arrangements that can be made very inexpensively. We are back at Second City Distillery, and I have Rebecca, fabulous mixologist, here with me. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Of course.
And we are going to make some mocktails for you tonight using Dirty Girl products down here at Second City. So what is the first drink you're going to make for us?
We're going to start with our raspberry mule. We're going to go in with some raspberries and limes, pour it into our little cup, add some lime juice, simple syrup.
So just like a shot of each of those?
Yeah.
Simple syrup, lime
whatever
juice.
you like a little bit more of.
Okay.
Give it a little muddle so you get the goodness of all the berries and the fruit.
Yum. So
Then-
the Moscow Mule is a very popular drink,
Correct.
so you want to serve it in a copper mug.
So because this is a mocktail, we're not going to add any vodka, but usually here we will put vodka in it, but so you can act like you are
Okay.
drinking a real thing. So we're just going to
Absolutely.
pour all the juices and the fruit inside the cup, and then you're just going to top it with some ginger beer.
Wow.
And then you're going to stir it up just so it's,
Oh, and
even.
it's so lovely looking with all the
It's very
berries
fresh.
in there. Yeah, absolutely.
So-
You know, sometimes you go out with friends, or even when you're home and they're having a cocktail or something, you want to be the designated driver. And so, but you don't want to sit around with a glass of Coca-Cola or something like that.
Okay.
So it's like you're having a cocktail, but it's liquor free.
Right.
And-
So you kind of fit in a little bit more.
Absolutely.
No one has to ask you questions like, can I get you a drink? You have to be awkward about it. so.
Absolutely. Yeah,
But yeah.
that's great. And it's really good,
Yeah.
good looking there too.
So then
Okay.
next we're going to do our most popular Bloody Mary mix. I've already gone ahead and rimmed it with our Dirty Girl Bloody Mary rimmer.
Awesome.
Usually this one also goes with our Dirty Girl vodka, but
Okay.
it's kind of like a breakfast in a cup. So we
Yeah, you could drink this any time of the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there are 3 or 4
there's
flavors?
3 of them.
Three
There's
flavors.
a mild, medium, and hot. The mild is just plain Jane. The medium is going to be our horseradish, most popular. People use this in spaghetti and like what else is it?
Chili, maybe?
Chili, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then our hot is our habanero, and I think that's too spicy. I can't do it. But some
okay.
people do medium and hot together to kind of even it out. So you're just gonna go in.
Just that rim on the glass alone gives it that extra something.
It's got a little bit of a kick to it on the rim too.
Uh-huh.
And then we're gonna garnish it. This is the best part because it's like a salad.
Oh,
We
yeah.
do an olive, pickle, lime, and okra on there.
Wow. I mean, that looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Again,
Breakfast.
Breakfast. I know you're talking my language.
Yeah.
But it looks fantastic. That is
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
Yeah, and I like how people are using some of these mixes in their cooking and the recipes as well.
I did do one with a chicken breast even. You soaked it, marinated it, and baked it up the next
fantastic.
day. So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So then our last one that we're gonna do is gonna be a Shirley Temple. So
But you're using the Dirty Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Shirley Temple would have appreciated that, but I think it's kind of funny.
yep. So these are our cans. They already have vodka mixed into them. They're kind of cute. They even go together. Make them little.
Okay.
Make
Oh
sure
yeah,
you
so
don't
we're not
stir
going to
them.
actually use this.
No, we're not
because
gonna
these
use
have
these,
alcohol.
but-
Yeah. And something I saw, which I think is really funny, is that these cans have the top and the bottom of Dirty Shirley, of the Dirty Girl, and you can put it together and you have the whole
Right.
picture there. I
So
think
this
that's
one
really
being
funny.
the mocktail of it, you're just gonna go in with some ginger ale, fill it to the rim, and then depending on how sweet you like it, just add some grenadine in it. The lighter it is, the
Fantastic.
darker it is, depends on what you want.
Yeah, if you want a little
Like it
more
looks
of the
sweet.
flavor of that.
And then we're gonna add some cherries, of course, the best part.
Wow, you really make everything look fantastic
Thank
and
you.
very inviting and drinkable. Let's cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Discover the Bordeaux Event Center, where elegance meets charm and forever memories are made. Whether you're saying I do, hosting a banquet, or celebrating life's big moments, the Bordeaux Event Center is more than a venue, it's an experience. Nestled in the picturesque woods of Thompson, Georgia, the Bordeaux Event Center features bridal and groom suites, a caterer's kitchen, and a state-of-the-art audiovisual system. Schedule your tour today at the Bordeaux Event Center, where moments become memories. Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
There's something special about mornings at Emma's Breakfast Cafe, where days begin with a smile, fresh brewed coffee, and breakfast that'll make you feel right at home. Try our famous Bulldog breakfast, classic biscuits and gravy, or treat yourself to our unforgettable French toast. Come see us Monday through Saturday from 7 to 1 on Main Street in beautiful Thompson, Georgia. Emma's Breakfast Cafe, where breakfast is more than a meal, it's a moment.
Tonight we are at Second City Distillery, downtown Augusta, and I have the president of Second City Distillery, Dino DeCuris, with us tonight. Dino, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You have a remarkable setup here at Second City. Tell us a little about what it is you do here.
You know, we do everything from manufacturing here to parties to rentals, and that's really kind of here on the local kind of level.
Okay.
And further, even beyond that, we go as far as all the way into the Texas market with distribution as far as selling our products. So it's kind of from start to finish here, all at Second City.
Fantastic. So Second City itself, what are the hours here? If people want to come in, have a cocktail, meet some friends.
So 11 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. And then, you know, pretty much anytime you want to kind of come in, you can buy bottles, you can do tastings, you can, Rebecca can make you some fun drinks. There's a lot of different things that we do here because it's really about that experience, right? We want you to taste the product.
Absolutely.
We want you to enjoy the product, and then hopefully you can go home and replicate what we're doing with that product.
Right, I saw some flight boards.
Yes.
So I guess you can do some flights of things.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. I know on Saturdays out here on the street, they have a market. People can stop in as well during that time.
100%. Yeah, we encourage it. I mean, I know there's even a lot of times we'll pop out there and encourage people to kind of come in because it's really all about liquid to lips, right? We want everybody to have a good time, but we also, most importantly, want them to taste the product.
Right, exactly. Well, and we talk about this all the time. They are a locally owned business. They're a local company, so we need to support these types of places. I mean, we can certainly go to a chain and it's boring and it's just, you don't get the experience. But here at Second City, it certainly is a really great experience. You don't sell food, but you encourage people maybe to do DoorDash and have food delivered here while they're
100%. We want it to be as relaxed as possible, whether we're doing an event or we've got a big party or something like that that's going on, or if someone's rented the facility. Obviously, we can encourage certain catering companies that can come in. They can bring in whomever they want. And to your point, whether it's DoorDash, we have a lot of people that'll be sitting around hanging out, and next thing you know, they're having cocktails and I don't know, whatever, a local restaurant pops in and they're enjoying dinner as well.
Fantastic.
So we encourage that.
Awesome. How many people for a private party can you hold in this facility?
Technically, right in this area, 150, but we've had groups as large as 300 with the outside pergola and some of the other rooms that we have around the facility. So it can...
Fantastic. Yeah, you have a great lounge area where you can sit and maybe even play a board game or something. I saw a chess set here.
Yep.
I see some great outdoor seating areas too, so you do have opportunities for other seating also.
And plenty of TVs to catch the games on Saturday for sure. So,
Awesome, yeah. You're also a distillery. You have a whole distilling operation going on here for your canned beverages, your bottled beverages, all of that. Tell us what that entails.
Well, it's an interesting kind of story, but the Cliff Note versions of that is many moons ago, Carolina Moon was actually started by David Long and a couple other partners. And then around 2016 is when Dirty Girl started with Ray and another David Hopkins. So somewhere around in 2021, those companies came together. And when those companies came together, that's when ultimately we evolved. So it was a distillery by itself. And then on the other side, on the Dirty Girl side, it was a mixer company. So these two companies merged together, and when that happened, that's when the RTDs, the ready-to-drink cocktails, came out, canned cocktails, and then the expansion of the bourbons and all these other things. So everything that is out in the market is actually produced right here. I mean, an incredible canning line in the back. We have an incredible bottling line. So anything and everything that customers are tasting out there, it's fun, and we're proud to say that it's produced here locally.
That's fantastic. I just think the name Dirty Girl alone, that had my attention.
Yeah.
I think it first came out, I love a Dirty Martini, and there was Dirty Girl Martini mix,
Yep.
and then the Bloody Mary mix. And so you guys grow the line, and are you continuing to add things to the line?
100%. Yeah, I mean, it's really about what the industry's kind of demanding. Yeah, we're always looking. I think David Long has probably, if not 15 to 20 different recipes he's tinkering with at all times in the back to keep it interesting.
Well, if you ever need a taste tester, put me in line. I'd be glad to come down.
For sure, perfect.
And give some ideas. I just love it. It's a very thorough line. I mean, you have some basic, the bourbons and the vodkas, and then you also have some cream mixes, and then you have mixers, the Bloody Mary mix and the margarita mix. So just such a diverse line. And you guys, how many states do you find your product in?
So with our Walmart, we're roughly in a little over 30 states. We're in over 2,000 locations of Walmart with our mixers, which is with our margarita and our Bloody Mary.
Fantastic.
And we are in 5 states now. We're expanding into the 5th state, which is Florida. So South Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky, Texas, and Florida. And then we're also in the process of doing an e-commerce platform, which should be live in the next few, weeks, months, so forth and so on.
Fantastic. So my Kentucky family, make sure you look for Dirty Girl. There's not a liquor store in our area I go to that I don't see Dirty Girl, and people are embracing it because, again, it's a locally owned business, so we want to support that. And so it's great to see local products in our stores as well.
Yeah, and what we try to do is our products, as we create them, they need to make sense not only during times of year, but also, fits the portfolio, right? Which is why we came out with the Dirty Girl vodka being in the other products, in our canned cocktails. It made sense with our Bloody Mary and with our Vodka-Rita, our bourbons going into the fall, and even throughout the summer, we're seeing bourbon really taking off. But that cream, that bourbon cream, when you start hitting the holidays in those cooler months,
Absolutely.
it's good to have that in our portfolio. So we try to keep it as broad as we can, but believe it or not, there's really a strategy that's aligned with it. So,
well, there's not a thing I've tasted that I didn't just love. So, guys, come and support Second City and Dirty Girl. Come downtown and check it out. Go to your liquor stores, but it's a must. You must taste the product, see the product. These guys are amazing.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years I've been talking to you about our floors, but did you know we are now the largest locally owned lighting gallery in town? We have interior and exterior lights and ceiling fans also, so we can help you with any lighting project. We carry all brands to include Savoy House and Visual Comfort, and we are so excited we are now your local Capital Lighting dealer. So visit us today and discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Great communication, honest, fair pricing. You want that trust when you meet somebody that they're going to take care of your best interests.
It looked like a parade through here for a while. Cars stopping, people asking questions. Very courteous, very professional. It was the best experience we had out of everything we've been going through in the remodeling.
And that's why we're different.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Hey guys, we're still here at Second City Distillery, and we've talked about all of the alcohol they do, all of the great bourbons and all of that. We've shared with you some mocktails, which is very important. But one thing we really want to stress is drinking responsibly, and Second City stands behind me when we talk about this. They certainly aren't going to overserve anyone. So I have with me still Joe White, and Joe's daughter Jordan was killed by a drunk driver in 2012. And I thank you for being here and talking about Jordan tonight.
Absolutely.
Jordan was 19 years old when this happened in September of 2012. I can't imagine what you went through and probably what you still go through when you talk about Jordan and all of this. Jordan was a very creative person. She had your eye. I've seen some of her photography on Facebook. I think she posted the night before she passed some really amazing pictures that she had. And she had your eye of depth and all of this. She was a beautiful, beautiful girl. Tell me something about Jordan that you miss, that when you think of Jordan that puts a smile on your face.
That's hard. Well, she was my best friend.
Yeah.
We grew up together. She was born the day after I started the Metro Spirit, so I started my career there with her in a bassinet, carrying her around with me on all of my sales calls, and we were just insanely close, and she was very funny. I loved her more than anything.
Yeah, no doubt. You have two other children, Lucas and Lena.
Lucas and Lena.
So how have they dealt with this? What were their ages when this happened?
They were 8 and 5.
Oh my gosh.
So their memory is more of the event surrounding it, I think. But Lucas was old enough to comfort his father. I do remember that specifically.
Wow. Wow. So, I mean, this is what happens. This is the unfortunate thing that happens when someone's drinking irresponsibly. We were talking earlier as we were setting up. I travel a lot, and I may have a cocktail as I go out, but I have a driver. We have a Lyft, or we have an Uber, we have the hotel driver. You have to think ahead, you have to plan ahead, you have to have a designated driver. Your designated driver can have a mocktail. We talked about those earlier, and they can be fun, and you don't have to imbibe. you know, if we think about people like Jordan that should still be here, she'd be 30, she'd be in her 30s, probably married with children or having a family of some sort. She should be here today. And so we've got to think about this. I'm sure we all know that someone in our family or friends that have had this unfortunate thing happen as well. Our message to people is don't drink and drive. And don't let other people drink and drive. We have a responsibility, do we not?
Can I add a detail?
Absolutely.
So the driver, Lucky Jackson, was at a bar called Margaritas and was overserved all night long. And there were only a handful of people in that bar, the owner primarily, who overserved him. And they watched him leave, stumbling around, and on video, there's videotape of him having to prop himself up on a light pole beside his big truck before he got into his truck.
Wow.
So for me, my focus has always been on the man that overserved him and allowed him to drive. A lot of people say it's an awkward thing to do, to take someone's keys. It's an awkward, hard conversation to have, but you know, I was woken up at midnight by a police officer rapping on my front door with his flashlight, and that's never left me. And so you have to think, what are the consequences of what that person could do? And when you're drinking, you're not in your right mind, you're bulletproof. So I do think that if people stood up more and stopped people from driving, I think that it would be a lot safer place.
Absolutely. Well, we talk about sometimes we should have, we could have, we should have done this or done that for an unfortunate situation. But this is one of those situations where we can get involved and we can stop something from getting out of hand and getting so much worse.
Well, he left from the bar, and within 3 minutes, he had T-boned her.
Yeah. And this was just on an ordinary evening, not a special celebratory thing, not a holiday, not a birthday, just a weeknight. This can happen anytime to anyone. So please drink responsibly, and please do not let others drink and drive.
Welcome to Bordeaux's Steak and Seafood in Thompson, Georgia, where casual dining meets Southern charm, and every meal feels like a special occasion. Our mouth-watering steaks, fresh seafood, and handcrafted cocktails set the stage for unforgettable moments. Whether it's date night, a family celebration, or just because, Bordeaux offers the perfect mix of comfort and class. Come see us tonight. You're always welcome at our table.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honey-Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of wow from Signature Mike. Catch me here every Saturday night at 7:30, or catch me on my YouTube channel anytime, Signature Mike.